Okay. So alive. Hi, my name's Brad. This is a random one, if I'm honest. I just feel like doing this right now while I've got the time, while I've got the energy. This wasn't really planned at all, but I'm going to go with the live anyway. I'm going to go with the floor, see where it takes me. So my name's Brad. This is Let's Get Inspired Live vlog. This is episode 51. It is Monday, the 27th of October, 2025. The time is just before 8:30. This is a random one, basically. I wasn't planning on this, but I've got the time today. I've got a bit of energy today because I work full time, of course. But I'm just going to chuck it in there now. I'm going to make hay while the sun shines, as they say. I'll just reposition that a little bit. So what I'm going to be talking about today, I'm going to be talking about the psychology of monotony. The psychology of monotony, staying awake in a repetitive world. It's Monday, of course. Sometimes you go to work or whatever it is, and life can feel a bit repetitive sometimes, can't it? A bit like life's on repeat all the time. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So I'll be referring to my notes, of course, as usual. So do you ever wake up and feel like every day blends into the next? A bit like deja vu, a bit like, fuck's sake, here we go again. Fuck's sake, this is the same. Same in, same out, basically. Always constantly being the same routines, the same faces, the same conversation, the same fucking noise. And then you start wondering, like, what is this all there is? What am I doing all this for? I'm working my ass off. You wake up in the morning, it's dark, it's winter, it's raining, you're cold, you're tired, you don't feel like doing anything. You get up in the morning, you go to work, you might have a very repetitive job as well, there's nothing wrong with that, or you have a repetitive routine, whatever it is. Life's not bad, it's not horrible, it's not terrible, you've got food on the table, you've got a roof over your head, but it just feels, sometimes for me it does personally, every now and again I think, fuck me, this is deja vu, here we go again. So you go to work, it's dark, you come home, it's dark, it's raining, it's a bit dreary. It can be a bit monotonous, repetitive. Of course it can. Life can be repetitive, especially when I don't know, sometimes like you've had a really good weekend, you've been out all weekend, you've had a good time, or whatever you've done. You get to Monday, you think, fuck's sake, I've got to go back. I've got to go back to work again. I've got to go through the monotony again. And it's kind of what we're going to talk about, the psychology of it, working through it, why it occurs. Well, my opinion, why it occurs. I don't know all the answers, of course, guys. I'll give my best perspective on these things. And then how to deal with it, how to make the best of the fucking situation. Sometimes it feels like we're all eating a shit sandwich, doesn't it? If you know what I mean. We're all fucking grinding away, grafting away, repetitive. So that's what I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to just ask a question. How are you all feeling about life lately is my question. One moment. I'm just going to put a question on here, then I'll respond to that comment. I've just seen your comment. Sorry, I'm just typing something in. How are we feeling about life lately is the question. How do you feel in your life? This is a chilled live vlog. It's Monday, for God's sake. I'm taking it easy, if you know what I mean. I'm taking it easy today. Nice and chilled, nice and relaxed. Mangala, hello Mangala. My name's Brad, by the way, if you don't know my name. It's the Inspirational Ambivert channel. Mangala is saying, you're Indonesian. You're from Indonesia. Hi, how's life in Indonesia? So I'll leave that there. I'll leave that up there. How are you all feeling lately? How's everyone feeling? Sander, hi Sander, good to have you with us again. Hope you're okay. This is a random one, by the way. I feel like life got harder for me since I turned 40. It feels like my body's changing and so is my mind. Wow, I can imagine. I suppose the body gets older, your energy levels drop, don't they, potentially, as you get older. Life can be fucking difficult as well. I'm sorry to hear that, Sander. Your body's changed. So is it perimenopause, maybe? I don't know much about these things. Woman's problems, of course, sorry. I'm sorry that you're feeling that way and that your mind's... I'm sorry that you're feeling that way. That's all I've got to say. Is there anything you can do about that, Sander, is the question. Is there anything you can change about that? Where am I from? Mangala's asking me where am I from. I lived in Manchester, Mangala. I lived in Manchester, if that helps, in England. You've heard of Manchester United, the football team? I live 30 miles away from there. And that's where I live. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to give the best point of reference there. Santa said I thought I wanted a career, but turns out I don't. LOL. The positive things, I know myself better than ever. So you know what you want more than ever. I suppose the career gives you, what does the career give you? It gives you your lifestyle, I suppose. I'm not saying that's all you should aspire to. The reason why you go to work is to put food on the table, to have your lifestyle, maybe to get a nice holiday, have some nice clothes. I get money's not always the best. It depends on what you're doing. That's why we fucking do what we do. Why a lot of people work. Not everyone gets to do what they love to do either. What was I going to say, Sander? Maybe, I don't know. Could you change it? Could you look at something else? Mangala says, you love Manchester. Have you ever been to Manchester, Mangala? I've got another comment on there. I'm going to go with Calvert. I'm not going to say the first one. Funny. I'm not going to say that. Anyway, good to have you with us anyway. Hi, Stacey. How you doing? I've not spoke to you for a while directly. Thanks for commenting on my videos, by the way. I'm so happy to see you. Happy to see you too, Stacey. Hope you're okay. This is a random one that I'm doing. Didn't really plan this properly. I think because I'm doing some training today at work and I didn't have to do much. I just did the training and I sat there, so I didn't have to burn much energy. So I feel like I've got more energy today, so that's why I'm doing the live while I've got it in. Sandra's saying hi to Stacey and to Fanny. Okay. Mangala's saying Indonesian for Palestine. All right. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what to say about that one. Mangala. Free Palestine or whatever. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm not going to give my political beliefs on here too much, though. I just hope there's no more wars, Mangala. I don't like wars. I don't like people dying. I think it's shit. And I hope people stop killing each other. That'd be nice. That's all I've got to say on that. Stacey saying, glad to run across you live. Hi, Sander. Snuggles. Oh, love and respect there. Lovely. Sander saying, like and subscribe, people. Thank you. Yes, please do if you can. I'll pin that message. Thanks, Sander. How are you? Inspiration is nice. How am I? I'm good. I'm actually all right. I'm all right. Yeah, life's good. Life's not too bad, Stacey. I'm feeling good right now. I'm grateful for that. My energy's good right now, hence the reason I'm on here. So yeah, overall, life's not too bad. How's everyone else is the question. How are you, Stacey? How's it going? Stacey saying good. It's fantastic. Indonesian people love peace. Well, yeah, of course. I think most people, that's good. That's a good thing, Mangala. Most people do. I think most people do. The average person doesn't want to take over countries or kill people. They just want peace. They just want a roof over their head. They want a nice family and they want food on the table. They want the basics of life. Most people just want that. And peace, of course. Sander saying, I'm okay over my old age, laughing my ass off. You're 40, Sander. You just told me you're 40. It's not old. I'm 43, and I still feel like sometimes I feel like I'm in my 20s. Sometimes I still picture myself as 30-something in my head. Even though I'm not. I still have a useful exuberance, let's say. I try and keep a bit of that. My energy levels aren't as good, and my body's not as strong as it was, if I'm honest. It's harder to get fitter, it's harder to get stronger, but I still feel young. It's a good thing. Anyway. Stay saying, I'm good. Cloudy skies, no rain. We'll survive. Yeah. Making the fucking best of it, Stacey. Sandy saying, I feel old, Brad, LOL. You feel old. Maybe tomorrow's another day, Sander. Do you feel old every day? This is a question. Mangala saying apakabar. I don't know what apakabar means, Mangala, but I'll just read it out anyway. Yeah, I'll read it out anyway. Stacey says, Sand at 50 years old, we don't count anymore. We just say as many as the stars. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so does the stars. Yeah. Sandra says she's only 40. Stacey saying, I'm 49. Stop your whining. Yeah. I suppose you've only got two choices, man. Haven't you? You got two fucking choices. What are the two choices? You get old or you die. It sounds really bleak, that. There's two choices, so you might as well just get old and make the best of it. Easier said than done. Sandra's saying, Brad, no, I feel good most of the time, but I get achy and tired. Yeah, I get it too. Aches and pains of life. Yeah, I get that too. I get you. I can emphasize with that. Mangala says she's subscribed. Thank you, Mangala. I really appreciate you subscribing. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's lovely. Thanks. Subscribe. It means subscribe, Sandra. That's what I'm interpreting that as. Right, the question, I'm going to leave a question. Do you ever feel like your days blend into another? I'll go with the comments as well. This is a chilled one. Do you ever feel like all the days are the same? That each day is the same? A bit monotonous? Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it gets a bit repetitive. Sometimes it just does. I remember during COVID, right? I was working at the hospital as a student nurse at the time. And I was busy. I was working, whatever. I was doing what I was fucking doing, my university work. And I was working at the hospital as well. And all I'd do is work all week because nothing was open. Lockdown was on. Then I'd go to shopping. Where would I go shopping? This isn't exciting. I go to Home Bargains. Oh, whoopie-doo. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's got stuff in there that's cheaper, like fucking toothpaste. This isn't exciting, but it's boring. And I'd go to the supermarket, buy my food. I'd drive around because there's nothing to do. Nothing was open. Then I'd drive home, and that would be my weekend. And then I'd go back to work. And then I'd go to work, it'd be dark, it'd be dreary, it'd be fucking repetitive. It was deja vu. It felt like it was going to last forever. And it felt like each day was the same, which is my point. And I felt a bit down. And I was around a load of really sick people. I was at the hospital. All I could see was fucking suffering. Trust me, I could see suffering. Go on the wards and you'll see some shit, some not healthy. You'll see people that aren't healthy, that people that are struggling, and you would do emphasize with them when I was helping them. I was working on the wards at the time, and it was hard work. It was bloody hard work anyway. But not always me. It's just what I was doing. But at least I was doing something that's better than being stuck in all the time. But it just felt like deja vu and a bit depressing and a bit down. I remember it's being winter and cold and dark, rainy, dreary, grey skies. It was a bit shit. And I felt a little bit down at the time for a while. And I needed to snap out of it. I needed to make sense of it. I needed to find some appreciation through the monotony and to find, basically that's what I needed to do. So that's what I'm going to talk about. Anyway, I'm going to read the comments again, guys, because this is a chilled one, by the way. Stacey's saying the arthritis. Oh, yeah. The pains. Yeah. Sandra's saying, oh. Mangala saying Indonesian like Manchester United. All right. So people from Indonesia like the team Man United. They're doing a little bit better at the moment with regards to the football. Sandra is saying, Mangala, you are lovely. I agree. It's very kind of you to say, Sandra. Stacey saying, sometimes days blend, some take over. My GPA is 95. And he says, no 2 days are the same. Your grandparent is 95. And he says, no 2 days are the same. But quite wise, actually. Sandra's saying, oh, I love your grandpa. Sandra's laughing at the toothpaste. Yeah, it's a bit sad when your highlight of your week is going to fucking Home Bargains to buy toothpaste, mate. But sometimes, I suppose, I think of it, your life can be a bit monotonous, can get a bit boring. maybe you're not in such a bad place. If you're healthy, you've got food on the table, nothing bad's happened. Nothing amazing's happened, but nothing bad's happened. So you're in that middle ground. Sometimes that's not such a bad place to be. Dawn says, evening, motherfucker. More falls, even motherfuckers. Hi, Dawn. This is a random one. I didn't even plan this. I've just turned up, basically. Good to have you with us, by the way, Dawn. I hope you're okay. Stacey saying, smiling at stats. Sorry, I'm trying to interpret that. Sending a smile or love to Sander. Stacey saying, yes, hospital work is hard. Honestly, God, I've worked on building sites. I've worked in factories. I've done some shit jobs. I've worked in bars. I've done loads of different types of jobs. And the hardest I've ever worked is on a ward, a medical ward. Fucking graft. Do a 14-hour day on that. And then sometimes I do 14-hour shifts, 3 in a row, 4 in a row sometimes. And oh God, the whole body's aching. You just do not, it's like putting out fires all the time. You're constantly putting out fires. I couldn't carry on. I could have carried on doing it, but I wouldn't want to, if I'm honest. And the hours are shit. Sometimes you do nights as well. Hard work. You've got to be tough to do that, in my opinion. Mangala say Man United on fire. Well, they've won the last 3 games, so they're doing better than they were. They were struggling before that, but they're doing a little bit better than they were. I agree, Mangala, for now. Sander saying, Stacey, I feel silly. Why do you feel silly, Sander? I'm misinterpreting. Stacey saying, Sander, this is ideal. Silly is ideal. Haha. One moment. Sander saying, Stacey, yes. Sander saying that Stacey is sweet. Stacey saying, I like learning about your job. Yeah, I work as a scrub nurse. Stacey, work as a scrub nurse at a theatre. Yeah, Shortly Theatre I work at full time. Been there 4 years. I prefer the theatres, if I'm honest, to the wards. A bit more, bit less. It's different type of pressure, I suppose. Stacey saying that you're kind, saying so are you, back to Sander, and I like lightness. You're a kind woman too. That's lovely. Sander sending love and respect back. Stacey, 95. Whoever your grandparent, 95. Stacey, they've done real bloody hell. That's a full life, isn't it? They've done well there. They've done well there. You were worried about water. He calmed down and said, no 2 days are the same. Stuck with me. No 2 days are the same. Yeah, tomorrow's another day kind of thinking, isn't it? You might be having a shit day today, but tomorrow's another day. Absolutely. Why can't you see Dawn's comments, says Sander? I don't know, Sander. Dawn said evening, and that was it. By the way, as far as I know, unless I'm missing something. Mangala says Camu Bego. Probably not saying that right. I don't know what that means. Sorry, Mangala. Stacey saying hospitals are mental. My dad owns hospitals. Wow, that's interesting, Stacey. How is it a private hospital that he owns? I'm guessing. What does he own? What kind of hospital? Dawn saying, can you see me? Yes, I can see. Yeah, we can see your comments on here, Dawn. They're saying, yep, it's like working in a jail. Hospitals are like jails. Hospitals are monsters. They're huge, a lot of them. Some are not so big, sorry, but a lot of them are big, especially the NHS ones, and they cost so much money. Some of the stuff that we pay for is ridiculous, honest to fucking God. There's God, you wouldn't believe how much we pay for some stuff. Some stuff's cheap, some it's expensive. But yeah, I get it. That in a way they're like jails. You know what? As well, Stacey, I agree. You should see the scrubs I've got to wear. I bet you the prisoners dress better than I fucking do at work. The scrubs that I wear, they've got like one pocket, really thin. They're awful, absolutely shit. The hospital food's not very good, is it? It's yeah. can see why you could compare it to a jail in a way. Sandra's saying that she can see Dawn now. Dawn says hello to Sandra. Stacey says hi to Dawn. Hi, Yorick. How's it going? I hope you're okay, Yorick. I hope everything's all right. Hello back. Everyone saying hello to Yorick. Stacey's singing, I want no scrubs. That's that. What? I'm a scrub nurse as well. You don't want no scrub. Fuck that. I was going to say, who sings that? Is it TLC? I can't remember. Is it TLC? That one of the lead singers died in an aeroplane crash in 2002. Little Kim. I've remembered something. Yes, if that's the band. Mohammed says hi, bro. Hi, Mohammed. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. Sandra saying that she was singing No Scrubs yesterday. Sandra says hi to Mohammed. Mohammed says hi, bro, back. 67. Is that a trend, Mohammed? 67? What do you mean by 67? Is that a trend? I think it is, you know. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Stacey said he's not ready to die. He has at least 5 left. You guys, I'm going to be 120 years old. No. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I think, though, once I've got past that, if I get to 80, 90 or whatever, I think I'm not going to bother fixing myself at that point. And I think, like, right, once I'm done, I'm done. Leave me alone. Everyone's got a different opinion on that, of course. I believe in fate. I do believe in fate. Anyway, with regards to that. Dawn saying, I don't mean to brag, but I'm enjoying my what feels like part-time work now is not boring. You're in a good place. When I'm at work and I don't resent working now, I have tons of time to do what I want. So you're in a good place. Maybe you don't. Sometimes you need the bad to appreciate the good as well. When you're working, like I remember you saying that you didn't like the last place you was at, full of arseholes, full of toxic people, didn't make you happy, you weren't good there, you weren't happy there, let's say. Then it makes you appreciate something when it fits more into your lifestyle. So that hard work has got you to where you're at, really. That's a really good place to be. Doesn't mean that you're bragging, by the way. It just means that you're happy, which is a good for you. Good for you. You've got to take calculated risks sometimes, I suppose, to achieve that. Because if you jump ship, you're stepping into the unknown. There's no guarantee. You could be in a bad job. You think, oh, I'm going to go to another job, and it could be worse. But also it could be better, of course. But you've got to take a risk. Stacey in family care, Cyprus Healthcare. Never heard of that, Stacey. Is it like a private hospital, I'm assuming? Sandra's saying, that sounds amazing, good for you. Dawn's celebrating the fact that washing basket is empty. That's a way. Do you know what, as well? That's a good point. Do you know why that's a good point? When life feels monotonous, it feels a bit boring, it feels a bit repetitive. It's just appreciating the small wins, like my washing's done. Oh, I've got a really nice dinner to look forward to. Sometimes I think to myself, oh, I'm not worried about money. Everything's paid for. I paid all my bills. I'm good. I've got money in my account. I'm comfortable. Just appreciating the fucking small things, the small wins. And sometimes you need to, especially Mondays. Sometimes Mondays, Monday blues. Some people have Monday blues or whatever. You can think, fuck's sake, I'm going back again. This is not fun. I suppose you've just got to take the small wins when you can. Small blessings, as they say. Stacey saying, ha ha ha, prisoners dress better. I think they do, you know. At the very fucking least, Stacey, they're on par. At the very least, they're not worse. They're not fucking worse. I'm being serious. They're not worse. They're not. Prisoners don't dress worse than what I'm trying to say. I assume that I think they've got it better, really. Not that I've ever been to prison, not that I want to go to prison, but the clothes are shit, trust me. So I'm saying thank you to Sander. I've grafted hard for years, but it's all worked out. Got there in the end. Sometimes you need a bit of patience with that, I think, and you've got to wait for the opportunity to present itself. Doesn't always happen overnight, does it? Sandra's saying that Dawn deserves it. Sandra's correcting me. What, a Little Kim? It's not a Little Kim. I don't know, Sandra. I'm not a TL. Is it TLC, the band? No Scrubs? Am I wrong? I thought her name was, I can't remember. I thought her name was Little Kim. Not that I'm a fucking TLC fucking fan or anything. Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. Yes, that's another one. Wait, died. Good feeling gone. Yeah, always here to cheer up, Stacey, with that one. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. She died. I think one of the lead singers. What was her name then? Please correct me. But I do know one of them died, and then they split up afterwards. And it was around early 2000s, maybe 2002. Sandra's laughing at Stacey. Stacey's. One moment, guys. Sorry. Little Kim. Is he not Little Kim? I don't know. Well, Little Kim's still alive. Okay, then. Good job. I'm going to stop talking about these bands, aren't I? I'm full of shit here. I don't really know much about them. I just thought I knew the answer, and obviously I don't. I stand corrected. Thanks for correcting me. I'm okay with being wrong sometimes. Little Kim's still alive, guys, so you can all celebrate. You'll sleep well tonight knowing that, I'm sure. That Little Kim's still alive. Whoopie-doo. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm joking, of course. One laugh a day gets us to heaven, I hope. I think it helps. Helps to release stress, doesn't it? I can have quite a dark sense of humour, believe it or not. Very dark sense of humour. I do. But I can't really display it on here, can I? But it helps me to get through things, stressful things sometimes, especially at work or whatever. It's good to laugh at yourself sometimes. As long as you're not hurting anyone in the process, of course. You're not laughing at someone's expense and they're upset. That's different. That's not good, is it? But it's good to laugh and it's good to joke. It releases stress. It helps you to deal with the shit of life, the harshness of life. Let's say that. Brightens up your day, man. It's good to laugh. Good to not take yourself so seriously all the fucking time either. No one gets out alive, do they? So make the best of it, kind of thing. Stacey saying management for the company. Cyprus is a management team. I don't know that. Not typically private. Googleable, don't waste your time on it. Okay, I didn't know that, Stacey. I've never heard of that company before. Stacey's then saying prisoners dress on par with scrubs. Hospital scrubs at NHS, definitely. Cardi B. Ah, shit. Cardi B. Not Little Kim. Sorry. Cardi B. That's the one. I got the name of the band right, though. Forgive me for getting the singer's name wrong. Lisa Left Eye Lopez died. Okay. That was a long time ago. Dawn thinks Destiny's Child. Very similar, though, weren't they? We're talking about 90s bands, aren't we? American girl 90s bands here. Sandra's saying ha 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 to Dawn, but I think they're similar. Stacey's saying Spice Girls, their names are oregano, thyme, black pepper, and cumin. Spice, yeah. Or just spice. Just spice, baby spice. Just some young girl on that drug. Have you heard of that drug, Spice? They're the real Spice Girls. The one awful, isn't it? Have you ever seen anyone on? Oh God, I'm changing the topic completely. Yeah. Have you ever seen anyone on Spice? I used to live in Blackburn. I used to live in the town centre in Blackburn. Trust me, it's a fucking shithole. It was really rough. I used to live next to a really rough pub. I was in the town centre, and a lot of the people were homeless there. And some of the people, not a lot of people were homeless, but some of the people were homeless, and they'd just be on Spice, and you'd just see them froze. They'd be frozen, just like that, not moving at all. And obviously, the ambulance used to come out and help them sometimes. But yeah, that was Spice. It's in, what is it? It's a cannabinoid, isn't it? It's a synthetic cannabinoid, which is like, you think, oh, sounds like cannabis, but it's not cannabis at all. It used to be legal, didn't it? But they made it illegal. So it's mixed with all sorts of shit. It's not cannabis, it's completely different. But it's very, very cheap. but it's very strong. And I think it's quite dangerous as well. I think you can die from it. It's awful. Turns people into literal zombies, frozen. I've seen it so many times. Yep. Changing topic there, but going with the spice theme there, Stacey. Seeing as you see you're spicing things up a little bit, so I went with the drug version, the narcotic version of that. There was a ginger, yes. I forgot Ginger. She was the costume designer. No, Ginger Spice is going out with that bloody Red Bull, F1 Red Bull, the manager, the old manager. I think she's married to him, I think. Laughing at the Spice Girls name. They're very creative. Santa said it's not Cardi B. Oh, we're going down a rabbit hole here. I don't know where we're going with that, but I'll keep talking. It's all good. And I can't believe I've just, oh God, I'm taking that off. Santa's laughing her head off. That's all good. Good. Homelessness is crazy right now, Spice. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah. A lot of people in prison are on that as well. Yeah, a lot of people in prison take it. It's cheap and it gets you absolutely smashed to pieces. So that's why they do it. Escapism, isn't it? It's not that they've got a drug problem. They have got a drug problem, but it's not the drug that's a problem. It's probably some inner turmoil, inner unhappiness. That's the source of the problem. But the self-medicate with drug taking, of course. Stacey, you're misleading Brad. It's all good. Enjoy. It's a chilled one anyway. It's all good. Stacey's saying Sander is going to be at the water fountain being like Cardi B rocks it on Scrubs' best song. Too Sick. Okay, hi, Too Sick. How are you doing? There's Brad. Good of you to join us. Thanks for contributing. So I'm going to read what you've said, Too Sick. You're saying someone gave me a bong of spice and said it was weed. I started uncontrollably falling asleep in the park. It really wasn't fun. Too Sick. That sounds fucking awful. That's whoever gave you that is not a good person to be around, Too Sick. If they're saying it's weed and then they're giving you that shit, that's a totally different beast, isn't it? Totally different animal. That it doesn't sound fun. God, you've definitely. It sounds bad. It sounds like you've definitely experienced that one. Santa's saying, what the fuck? Too Sick. Yeah. Santa's saying, I'm laughing so hard tonight, it just gets better and better. Good. It's good to laugh. Never real foreign bongs. No. It's a lucky dip, innit? It's like Russian roulette. You don't know what the fuck you're getting. Stay saying it's childhood issues unfixed. It breaks my heart. Yeah, a lot of the time it is. A lot of people I suppose we all have some hurt, some pain. We all do. I've done it when I was younger. I used to take drugs when I was younger. I did. I used to take drugs when I was younger. Not spice or anything, but I did other things that I shouldn't have been doing. And it was because of unhealed trauma that I wasn't aware of it. But some people have a lot. Some people are on it every day. They become consumed by it. I was never got to that point. And it's just, they have some people have got some horrific stories growing up, horrific, and they turn to drugs. So they're suffering, basically. It's sad. I do have empathy for some people, absolutely. You don't know what everyone's story is, do you? Bull. Hi, Bull. How are you? My name's Brad. Inspirational Ambivert channel, by the way. So I've not got the cup with me today. Have you ever bit your girlfriend aggressively in the face out of anger or resentment? What the fuck, Bull? No, mate. Have you ever done that, is the question. Have you ever bit your girlfriend aggressively in the face out of anger or resentment? No, I'd never bite someone's face off, Bull. I don't think it's a good thing to do, man. I'm not into biting people's face off. Maybe Hannibal Lecter might enjoy that, but no, not for me, that. That would be That's jailbait, mate. That's you going to jail if you're doing that kind of thing. Have I ever got angry or upset at my partner? Have we ever fallen out and had an argument? Yes, we have. And maybe there's some raised voices, but that'd be it. And then I like to resolve it. At the end of the day, if you're with somebody, you're gonna fall out. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna misunderstand each other. You're gonna sometimes we take the most out on the people to the people we love. Sometimes no one's perfect. Everyone's shit stinks. You're gonna fall out at some point, but never at any point would I want to hit somebody or hurt them or smash anything up. I wouldn't do that. Don't think that's a good thing. Maybe I'll argue with them, have a disagreement with them. But what I tend to do is like to resolve it within an hour or 2 hours, let's say, hopefully less time. When everyone's calmed down, I like to communicate with them, talk to them about it, resolve it and move on. And then that's that. But yeah, Bull, how would you deal with that, Bull, with the question? My question back to you, have you ever dealt with that? It's a different type of question. I'll give you that, Bull. Bull's asking question mark as well. Stay saying biting means you're unmitigated, scary. That's really to bite. It's really, that's a lot of anger there to do that. Something that's, oh God, I'm trying to think of it now. Like if you were in a fight or something and you're fighting for your life, that's maybe when someone would bite somebody, they were desperate. It's a desperate move to do that to somebody. It's a desperate move. No, not good. Anyway, too sick. Yeah, I had to get a lift home and I just fell asleep for hours. Good that you had someone to give you a lift home. Too sick, because you could have easily, do you know what, if you're on that spice, in my opinion, I've seen people, I've never taken it myself, I've never touched it, thank God. I wouldn't want to go nowhere near that. Too sick. Not no way. Nasty, that shit. But if you were on it, people could rob you easily. You wouldn't be able to do anything. They could just go in your pockets. You wouldn't be able to move. They're just stuck. And you probably needed the sleep afterwards as well. Stanley's saying that's crazy, yeah. Stacey's saying it's part of human life to experience things. Yes, it is. We are all here to learn, and horrific stories are part of the deal. Yeah, they are, Stacey. The dark side of life, the mad side of life, the twisted side of life, the good side of life, the beautiful side of life, everything in between in the grey areas of life, it is all part of the tapestry of life, isn't it? I suppose. The good, the bad, and the fucking horrendously ugly. And it's part of the human experience, and there's suffering involved often, but there's also lessons throughout that suffering, of course. Stacey saying, my sweet podcast friends, I got a jet. I'll be looking for you. Take care, my friends. God bless you next time. Thanks, Stacey. Good to see you again. Hope you're all right. Good to hear from you again. Hope you're okay and enjoy your life, enjoy your week. And yeah, sending love and respect, of course, as always. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. Sanders saying, men, haha, whatever. And then Sanders saying, see you, Stacey. Thanks for a great laugh. Bull saying, I just go for the jokes. All right, joking. Right. Okay. Shock tactics, basically, Bull, by the sound of it. It's all good. I'm just going to drink this tea, guys. Evening, Zuki. Hi, Zuki, should I say, sorry. Zuki says, evening, Brad and chat. Sending love and respect. Hi, Zuki, how are you? So this is, I just did a random one. I've got the energy for it. I've got the time for it. So I'm just going with the flow. Make hay while the sun shines, as they say. That's what I'm doing. So good to have you with us, by the way. I hope you're okay. Sorry, guys, I'm just drinking my tea a moment. So I'm going to talk about why can life feel monotonous sometimes, okay? Sometimes life can feel monotonous. I'm trying to spell it right. Sorry, guys, I'm going there. Why life can feel monotonous. That's what I'm talking about today. So I'll change topic if you want me to, but this is what I've got in front of me now. Happy to go with the comments, of course. Modern life is structured for efficiency, not meaning. Just keep going, basically. Constant repetition numbs curiosity. If you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, sometimes the hard road will take you home. Sometimes you've got to do the boring things. You've got to study. You've got to work. You've got to do all these things just to maintain your life. It's not always easy. It's not always fun. It's not always exciting. But it can numb your curiosity. Absolutely. When your nervous system is always managing predictability, it can sometimes crave chaos or distraction, can't it? Do you know what? I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm going to go with the flow here, guys. Sorry, I don't want to talk about that. I don't think it's a good one. Open chat. That's it. I'm changing my mind. It's all good. I'm just going with the flow, guys. I'm going with the comments. I think that's the best thing to do today. I might chuck a few bits in and that's it. Sander's asking how Zuki is. Zuki says, not too bad, thanks. How are you, Sander? And Sander then says, I'm good, thank you. Back to Zuki. Sometimes, I suppose, let me go with the flow as well, the best I can. I'll keep speaking, of course. I need to. What can happen? People can get distracted, just go end up doom scrolling. I've done it so many times on my phone. What else can happen? Overthinking things I don't need to think about, and then just repeating them in my head and playing out lots of scenarios that are very negative, even though it might not be big of a deal, but I'm making more of a big deal of it in my head. Okay, Zuki's asked me a question. Question for you then, Brad. What's your favourite quote you've heard? One that resonates the most? Really good question, Zuki. Shit, so many. One that resonates with me really well. There's a lot though. There's so many that are really good. There's so many. It'd be hard to choose like the best one. One that I really, really like is cruelty is how a coward cries when they're not on their own. I like that one. Cruelty is how a coward cries when they're not on their own. Obviously meaning somebody who is cruel, not nice. They're a bully. They're putting people down. They're just a piece of shit, really. Their behaviour is not very good. They enjoy putting people down. They're cruel. They're basically crying. It's their way of crying. Their way of crying when they're not on their own. When they're around people, it's their way of showing their sadness. I'm not saying it's the right way to show your sadness. It's a very shit way to show your sadness, but it's just a coward's way of showing the sadness. I really like that one. That is off the book. Have you ever read the book Shantaram? Have you heard of the book Shantaram? I think it's by someone called Gregory something. I forgot the full name because I've not read it for a long time. It was from that book, Shantaram, is basically, that's a book of quotations. It's such a good book. I need to read that again, actually. I've read it a long time ago. It's a really good book. And that one really resonated with me. I never forgot that one. Never left me. But there's a lot of other good quotes in there as well. Have you got any good quotes, Zuki? What's your favourite quote? Obviously, there's this one as well. It's better to be a real nobody than a fake somebody. It's better to be a genuine, real person than be fake, of course, even if it doesn't mean it's going to give you fame or fortune or whatever. Just going to turn the pages a moment. Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely a good one, man. So what do you think? I'll ask a question anyway. What do you think's worse, routine or chaos? One moment. I'm just typing in. What's worse, routine or chaos? So I said chaos in my opinion. I don't like it. I can see why. Chaos is just madness in it. Loads of mad shit going on. I suppose there's some beauty in chaos, in a way. Something attractive about it to an extent. It's like it's exciting. There's loads of shit going on. It's unpredictable. This person's kicking off over here. That thing's burning over there. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, my house is gone. I need to find somewhere to live. I've just been sacked from my job. I need to get a new one. These people, some people live like this constantly. Even so, sometimes I see it at the workplace, like some people, there's the chaos. They're addicted to the chaos. They're addicted to the adrenaline rush. They get an adrenaline rush from arguments. So they'll create a situation. They'll need a bad guy. I need a bad guy. I need someone to argue with. I need to win an argument and I need to find a bad guy. I need to find a perpetrator in my mind, let's say. So they'll create chaos. They'll start some shit. They'll say something rude. They'll do something weird or whatever. They'll piss someone off. They'll start prodding and poking. They're creating chaos. And they're just, some people do that as well. Craziness, isn't it? Craziness. Sometimes chaos can be interesting. It can be exciting. It can be exhilarating, potentially, but it's not sustainable. It's going to make you feel anxious and on edge. Some people love it. They thrive off chaos. They love chaos. They're addicted to chaos. They're addicted to the adrenaline rush that chaos can bring, let's say. I agree with you, Sander, though. I prefer routine. What's worse? I think routine can be great. It can be good. It's structure, isn't it? It gives you the foundational blocks to live your life. Too much of a rigid routine, never changing anything for ages and ages, it's going to feel comfortable for a while, but it's going to get boring. So you need to find not chaos, but something less than chaos, maybe challenges. So it's good to have the routine, in my opinion, but then find something to work on, whatever it fucking is, little wins, little challenges. This is going to help break the monotony of life. Sometimes Monday morning, going to work again, here we go. Why am I doing this? This is pointless. Try and find some meaning in what you're doing. Easy said than done sometimes, of course. Anyway, Zuki saying, yes, there are so many. This good kind of quote I saw the other day. They tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds. Oh, wow. Yes, amazing. I like it, Zuki. I've never heard that one. They tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds. They tried to put you down. They did put you down. They tried to destroy you. They tried to bury you under the ground, stomp all over you, but they didn't know you were seeds. So you're just going to that's how you grow. I love that, Zuki. That's amazing. Very good. Hibby, hi. Hibby, sorry, it's Hibby, isn't it? Hi, Hibby. Good to have you with us again. I hope I've got your name right. Forgive me. Hibby, isn't it? Yes, I'm live tonight, Hibby. This is a random one. I didn't plan this. It's Monday night, of course. I've just gone with the flow. I hope that you're okay. I hope you're doing well. Good of you to join us again. Sander's saying hello back to you, of course, and asking how Hibby is. Sander's saying nice to see you. Hibby saying I'm awesome, thanks. You too. It's a beautiful night. I love the optimism. Zuki saying yes, I think that chaos has its place, but routine is generally preferred to me. Yeah, for me. Yeah, same here, Zuki. Has its place in the world. God, I remember working in, I used to work with learning disabilities, challenging behaviour, kids, young adults in a school and at a college through for a few years anyway. And some days the kids would kick off, and I mean, they'd be violent, they'd be biting, they'd be spitting, they'd be throwing things, they'd be smashing things. It was dangerous, it was mad, it was chaos. And I'd put out one fire, so you'd have to maybe like calm a young person down. Sometimes you've got to restrain them or redirect them, calm them down, and then the next thing had happened over there, and I'd have to run over to the next down the corridor. There'd be another kickoff, and then I kind of, I got a little part of me enjoyed it. A little part of me was enjoying the madness, the adrenaline rush. I'm not saying that was sustainable or good, but yeah, that's my little bit of take on chaos sometimes. But you get tired, it burns you out. It's a short term thing, chaos. It's got its place in the world though. It's part of life, isn't it? Sandra's asking, why is the night so beautiful, Hibby? That's a good question. Why is it so beautiful? Hibby's saying I fear routine, I won't lie. Why do you fear routine? Do you feel like, why do you feel routine is a question? I appreciate your honesty, Hibby. There's no right or wrong answer with this. This is everyone's perception, isn't it? Hibby's saying I feel abundant. Good place to be. Law of attraction type of terminology there with the abundance and the appreciation. Hibby's saying it's fulfilling, the feeling of fulfillment. Hibby's saying yes, you got it right. I love that you're here. Lovely. As you saying, that being said, chaos seems to magnetize me towards me a lot. LOL. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it draws you in. And sometimes as well, I'll be honest, if I hear a bit of gossip, I'll be like, "Ooh, what's this crazy shit going on?" Curiosity killed the cat. My ears will ping. I'll hear some gossip. I don't get too involved in it, but I think, what's going on? That's crazy. And does part of me enjoy that mad story? There's some mad shit's happened. It does, yeah. It's different. It keeps you interested, doesn't it? I suppose. Takes you away from the monotony of life a little bit, a bit of escapism to an extent. Suki saying, not really, to be honest. Still struggling, but I had an appointment today for some more musculoskeletal investigations. You've got some more meds to try and help in the meantime. Oh, it'll be okay, Zuki. I hope it works out well for you. Hope the investigations bring about some positive change for you. I really do. Is it like pain relief that you've been given? Anti-inflammatory relief, I'm guessing here. Sorry, Zuki. So you just had a restful day, a restful, chilled day. Sometimes you need that. And yes, could that be boring? Sometimes thinking, yes, I'm talking about monotony here, of course, Suki, to an extent. You're not doing anything, but sometimes the best thing you can do is nothing. You just rest and recuperate. That's the best thing you can do that day. Tramadol, yeah, it's quite strong, isn't it? But you need to obviously manage that. God, it's easy said than done, Zuki. You're managing it the best you can. I hope I'm sending love and respect and healing towards you. I hope that you find a solution. I hope those investigations bring about positive change. You miss the distraction of work with being signed off. Days do get boring. Yeah. Heavy saying routine can be very monotonous and draining. I love you love spontaneity. You love being spontaneous, let's say. You see what the world has to give. There's a lot out there. Sometimes you've got to find it yourself, haven't you? Sometimes you've got to do the boring stuff. Sometimes you've got to rest. You've got to recuperate. Sometimes you've got to work, bring the money in. Sometimes you're going to do tasks that are boring. But you try and think, why am I doing this? And if you have something to look forward to, like Hibby's saying, you've got I don't know, like an adventure going on holiday or something to look forward to or some challenge that you want to do. I don't know. Sometimes it can be simple as reading a book or really finding a really good book. I know it's a really simple way of escaping the monotony, but you can get lost in the world of a book if you get the right one. I'm thinking simply there, of course. The world has got a lot to give, though, Hibby, if you're open to it. It has. And if you put, yeah, it has. It has. I agree. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. One moment, just gonna have a little rest. I'm gonna just put 1 second. Heavy saying I've got long leave coming up, but was even scared to even think about it because I didn't know what I'd do. I thought I'd maybe take up new hobbies. Go for it, Hibby. Try it. Try whatever that is. Some things you're going to try. Sometimes you'll try. I try new things sometimes and it doesn't work out. But at least I think, oh, at least I've had a go. Tried it. Didn't work out. But it's good to try new things. You're still structuring, but coming around. Okay, cool. That's good. That's great. One moment. Psychology. We'll talk about the psychology of monotony. Let's put that there for now. Okay, I'll talk about psychology of monotony. This is a bit of a random live, by the way, guys. It's a bit more free-flowing. Let's say that much. But I like it like this. It's good. Our brains need variation to feel alive, but not constant change. It's getting the fucking balance, in it. You need routine. You need structure. Otherwise, it's going to be your life's going to be a mess, isn't it? I've had friends in the past, and all they do is live for now. They live for the day. They were very exciting and fun to be around. They were fun. They were really funny. Life was an adventure for them. This sounds amazing, doesn't it? Life's an adventure for them. Every day is great. But they would only live for now, meaning that they'd spend all their money on drugs. They'd sell whatever they had just to pay for drugs or alcohol. They'd go on places. They wouldn't pay. They'd have no money for food. They'd have no money for their bills. They wouldn't look after themselves properly. They were living for now. They were too spontaneous all the time. They didn't have structure or stability, and it cost them later on. That's going to the extreme, though, isn't it? Of course. He's saying maybe golf. I am an author. So you're an author. Wow. Interesting, by the way, Hibby. I think you mentioned that before. I remember now. Forgive me. I've not got the best memory sometimes. You're an author, so I want to start making money off my work, and it's a chance. Yep. Passive income potentially, Hibby. Passive income. With regards to your book, how long have you been, what's your experience with writing books? I'm intrigued, by the way. And what are you writing about, if you don't mind me asking? Zuki's saying, yeah, it's my first IA evening live. I'm really sorry, Zuki. What does IA stand for? What's that abbreviation mean? And Zuki's saying, Hibby, all the best with that. Yeah, good luck. Go for it. Go for it. Fucking go for it, Hibby. You're a new author. Good. You're an author. Go for it. Go for it. Have you got a channel as well, Hibby? Is the question. Yeah, Zuki's just asked that question. Good question, by the way, Zuki. Go for it, Hibby. I think you'll develop. There'll be a lot of personal development with regard to writing that book as well. Definitely. My journey through wholeness. Like a spirituality kind of book. Sounds interesting. Your journey through wholeness, right? Good title, by the way. Good title. Sounds like spirituality. Is it spirituality that you kind of going. I'm assuming it's spirituality with regards to the. It's not. Oh, forgive me then, Hibby. Sorry. What's it going to be about then? Psychology or self-development? Okay, cool. Personal development, self-development. I'm just going to have a sip of water. I think as well, Hibby, in my opinion, life's fucking short, right? I'm sure you know this anyway. You've just got to go for it. You just got to just try. You've just got to try. And sometimes it means you've got to put the hard work in. And like, I'm doing this. I work full time, blah, blah, blah. I work about 45, 50 hours a week. Quite a bit of hours I do. I only have so much time and so much energy, but I just keep turning up. And sometimes it's not even perfect. Like, it's just scattered sometimes, but I keep turning up, Hibby. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think life's short. I think you need to start a channel, Hibby. I think you do. Because you need to be recognised as an author as well. Not that I'm an expert on being an author. I've never written a book, but I do know that it takes time. You go for it, start your channel. Absolutely. How long have I been going now? 30th of December I started. And I started out, I wasn't very good at the beginning. I'm still not perfect now, but I'm a lot better than I was, Hibby, by the way. You've got to dare to be shit as well. You've got to dare to be bad. I'm not saying that you're going to be bad. I'm saying at the beginning, though, you're not going to be at your best compared to when you're a year into it. You're going to get better, of course. You've got just dare to begin and have the courage, basically. But by the sounds of it, it sounds like you've got it. I hope that you do it. I hope you do those things. I'm sure that you're going to do those things by the sounds of what you're saying. So, yeah, you inspire me, you know. I've thought about it, but I haven't done anything yet on that. Start small. Start with something. Go the best thing, though, Hibby. It's a good thing and a bad thing, this, by the way. The bad news is you start your channel, right? This is the bad news, right? No one's going to if no one knows you, imagine you start tomorrow, Hibby. You've not told anyone, and you make a video. It takes you hours to make it. It's the best you can do that day. No one's heard of you. No one knows you exist. But from regards to your YouTube channel, no one's going to see you. No one's going to watch the video apart from you if you don't tell anyone. But the beauty of that is, takes the pressure off. You think, oh, everyone's going to judge me and everyone's going to see me. No one's going to see you. No one's going to watch you to begin with. You've got to keep making videos all the fucking time, by the way. Not that I'm a complete expert on it. I've only got, I think I've got maybe 200, just about 200 subscribers myself, which to a lot of people is nothing really. But it took me a long time to get to that point. You might grow quicker than me. I don't know. Maybe you will. I hope you do. But what was I going to say then? Yeah, no one watches to begin with, but it takes the pressure off. Guess what I've not done, Hibby? It's up to you what you do. It's your life, whatever. Some people, do you know what they do? They think, oh, I'm going to tell all my friends. I'm going to let all my Facebook friends know, or everyone on Instagram. I'm going to let everybody know that I'm doing a YouTube channel. This is what a lot of people do. It gives them loads of subscribers early on. Like, happy days. However, there's a downside. There's a fucking downside. Because why is it a downside? You think, oh, I've got lots of subscribers, I'm good. But a lot of these people, they might be nice people or whatever. They might not be interested in what your content is about, for example. They might not be interested in it. So they won't, all your friends that you've let know, it's going to fuck your algorithm up. Because they're not going to watch your videos. You have lots of subscribers, but they're not watching your videos because they're not interested in that content. Because they're just your friend. They've just joined you because they like you as a person, for example. This is just an example. And also what can happen as well is you'll have this person, you tell your friends, you tell your family, whatever. They might mean really well, but they haven't got a clue what a YouTuber is. They don't know what the fuck it is. And they're going to give the 2p's worth and they can maybe shit all over your idea, maybe put you down. That's my perspective anyway. I've not told hardly anyone about this that I know. No, not hardly anyone knows that I'm doing this in my own life. And I think that helps me personally. It might be different for you. Sorry, I'm going on a bit of a rant there, Hibby. But anyway, long story short, go for it. Go for it. There's nothing to lose. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. I think just enjoy the process. We've got to enjoy it for it to have the consistency, should I say. Anyway. Sorry, I'm going on a bit there, Hibby, but it's good. It's good. I'm glad that you. It sounds really good that you're trying to write a book. It sounds really good that you're thinking about writing a book. And it sounds really good that you want to start your own YouTube channel. Go for it. Good luck with everything. By the way. So I'll carry on with psychology and monotony. Sorry, I'll carry on. So when purpose fades, when you feel like you've got no purpose, monotony can grow, get a bit boring, get a bit shit, get a bit fed up, get a bit, why am I doing this? There's no purpose. If you've no purpose, then why do I do it? Why am I doing all this fucking hard work for fucking what? That's what can go through your mind. There's a word called, I'm just referring to my notes here, hedonic adaptation. Hedonic adaptation is the familiar that something becomes. But the more familiar that something becomes, the less emotional reward it gives. Like familiarity, I can't say that word properly, can breed contempt, can't it? Too much of the same thing, you start taking it for granted. You're doing it all day, every day. It's like you get this new job, you're really fucking excited. Like, yes, I've got the new job. I passed the interview, I beat everybody. I've got the prize of the job, whatever fucking job it is. Then you start the job and you have a beginner's mind. What does that mean, beginner's mind? It means you're excited. It's good. You're enjoying it. It's brilliant. Happy days. But then, day in, day out, 3 months goes. Honeymoon period's still there, but it's fading a bit. 6 months later, 9 months later, a year later, honeymoon period's gone then. It's gone. It's fucking gone. So then it's monotonous, it's repetitive. You can get bored. Just the thing that you loved at one point is you can start to take for granted, is what I'm trying to say. And for part of that as well, sorry, I'm carrying on a bit. Sometimes nice bit of comfort zone in your life is fucking amazing. It's like, I'm in a comfortable zone. I've got good at something. It's comfortable. I find it quite easy. It's all right for a while, but after a bit, it's gonna wear you down. The monotony is gonna wear you down. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to what Hibby's saying. Sorry. So yes, I have feared that. That's why I decided not to share too much. There's a video I watched of a guy who was dancing alone in a park having fun, and later on people joined him. The whole park joined. Yes, I've seen that video, Hibby. And the guy that he dances a bit weird, doesn't he? And then one person joins him, then another person. Yeah, it's like build it and they will come kind of thing. You start on your own, of course. You call it rotting while breathing. I've had this before with regards to monotony. Yeah. I always like to be working on something. I always like to be. I enjoy the climb. I like the climb. I do. I enjoy the challenge. This is not an easy game. Another thing with YouTube as well, it's not linear. It's not. You think, oh, it's going to be straightforward. I'll do this. Some people think, oh, I'll do 1-2 videos and I'll be fine. It's like, no, it's not going to happen. Very unlikely you're going to go viral or anything like that at all. It's very up and down, left and right, whatever. It's not a straight climb. Basically, it's not straightforward. Just got to keep going, keep pushing. Anyway, I'll carry on. The trick isn't to change everything. It's to reintroduce presence and intention into what already exists. It's tweaking things a little bit. Things that got a bit boring. What can I do? What can I work on? What kind of challenges can I take on? How can I relieve this monotony in my life, for example? What's one small change that can make your week feel a little bit different? You could ask yourself. Maybe saying I'm learning to enjoy the challenge. I've shrunk myself before. You've dimmed your light because of what people said. Yeah. Never underestimate the power of suggestion. Never underestimate the power of suggestion. People can plant seeds in your head of doubt, and they're making suggestions. That's all. They're giving their opinions and their suggestions. Sometimes, let's say, Hibby, you want to start writing your book, right? And I'm just whoever, a friend, whatever, and I start just because if I imagine let's say I don't know, I'm just a friend, okay? I'm a friend. Let's say that. Just give an example. And you want to write a book, but in my head, I believe it's impossible to write a book. How can you write a book? You'll never even sell any anyway. I have lots of doubts about writing my book myself. I could give you that advice, Hibby. I'm not saying that I would do, but some people will do. They'll plant seed of doubt in your head, and it can put people off. Imposter syndrome can kick in as well, of course. But you just got to overcome those things. And sometimes it's just best to just work quietly on your own, cracking on. If you speak to the right people, though, Hibby, they'll support you and they'll encourage you. They're the right type of people to tell. You'll kind of know, you'll know who to tell and who not to. But you've shrunk yourself before because of what people said. I was scared of failure. Yeah. That's the acronym. I'm sure you've heard this, Hibby. Fail, first attempt in learning. You don't make mistakes. The mistakes make you. You've got to fail, haven't you? Actually, if you're going to ever achieve anything, it's going to involve some failure, isn't it? It's going to involve it. You're going to fuck up. You're not going to do it perfect. You're going to write a bit of a book and have to maybe redo some of it, for example. Not that I'm an author or anything. I think the only way to fail, though, is to not even try, to not even bother. That's true failure. I think if you're working towards something, you created something, you're putting time and energy behind something, you're not failing, in my opinion. Even if it's not perfect, you just keep turning up and keep changing it and keep making it better. That means you're winning. Anyway, sorry, that's all I've got to say on that one. Hibby's then saying, when I was young, I got beaten up for failure. It made me so scared to even try. God, did you used to get beaten up as a kid? Was it off your parents? Was it off bullies? Was it off family? I don't know. Doesn't sound very good though. And what did you fail at? What was you accused of failing? Basically, is a question. If you don't have to answer these questions, by the way. Hibby, no pressure. All right, I think I'm on the way up. You think you're on your way up? My book is almost published, so it's a massive milestone. Good for you. Good for you. Your dad failing school. God. Old school parenting, basically. Doesn't sound good, Hibby. I'm sorry that you experienced that. I suppose if you're writing about your life to an extent, I suppose you're using it as a positive, aren't you? You're channeling that suffering into creating a book, into creating a story, let's say. That's amazing. Amazing, Hibby. One moment. Sorry, I'm just going quiet for a moment. I'll just have a sip of water. What time are we on now? 20 to 10. I'm going to just put something here. One moment, guys. I'm just writing something. I can imagine it takes a lot of time to write a book as well. I could assume. How to reignite meaning. You don't talk about that in your book. Okay, no worries. I'm trying to, but I'm not sure how. Maybe not the ready time for it. Maybe at one point you will. My dad will read it sometime. Well, yeah, if you write a book and you put him in it, maybe not spoke to him about it either. Yeah, it could be awkward. That, sorry, Hibby. I can imagine that's a bit of a challenge, especially if you've got love and respect for your dad as well. I'm sure he's got a lot of positive traits as well. He's your dad. If your relationships good with your dad, for example. So, how do we reignite meaning into our lives when it's fucking boring sometimes? Sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's repetitive, sometimes it's monotonous, sometimes you wake up in the morning, you've done it, it's cold, it's January, you've hardly any money, it's cold, it's wet, you're tired, you want to hibernate, but you've got to go to work. You drag your ass out of bed. You can you've done it before, I'm sure. God, I sound boring here, but you turn up for work. It's like you're around people that you don't really want to be around. They're a bit toxic. The work's boring. You've been doing the same thing for over a year. It's just repeat. And it's like, what the hell am I doing this for? How the fuck can I reignite the meaning in the situation? So you can shift your attention, not lifestyle. Find depth in the ordinary moments. Find beauty in the minute details. Find something. Find some laughter in the shit. You know what I mean? You might be doing a crap job, but just find something that you can laugh at. Laugh at yourself. Notice details, sounds, textures, people. Take a step back. Notice, be in the present moment, I suppose, if you can. Change your input. Listen to some new music. Find a new route. Find a new environment. If you're in a job you fucking hate it, change it. Change it. If you've got a hobby that you want to do, Hibby said she's written a book, for God's sake. You're finding a new challenge. You find something. Even small changes can reset your perception. It can just be as simple as, you know what, I'm actually going to write down, fuck it. My life's a bit dull. My life's a bit repetitive. I'm going to think, oh shit, I'm going to write some things down that I'm grateful for. So you start writing down what you're grateful for. All right, I'm healthy. Or I've still got, my family love me. Or I've got a roof over my head. Or I've got food on the table. I know it sounds small things. Sometimes it's the small things, simple things, or I'm going to go, I don't know. You just have something to look forward to. Helps you reignite meaning. Also, like, oh, this job is feeding my kids. If you've got kids, I don't have kids, but some people have kids. And, if I'm going to work, so at least I'm feeding my kids. That's a small win as well. Hibby's saying, look at the bright side of life. The raindrops fall from the sky, all for me, for the food I eat, for the greenery. Yeah, absolutely. This is what made me open up to life. God, I saw someone, Hibby, and everyone else that's watching. I was working in a theatre. It was plastic surgery, okay? And the guy was old, right? He was like 90 years old. He was not healthy. His ear was rotted. Half of his ear had fallen off, and all of that was bandaged up, right? The side of his head was all like, it was like open wound. It was all like infected. It absolutely stank. It fucking stank. This guy was suffering. It was awful. And I was scrubbed. I was a scrub nurse, and the surgeon was doing the operation, but there's not much we could do. Because it was so big. The area was so big. So he had to take some histology, he had to take some specimens to see if they're cancerous. And the surgeon opened the bandages up. It just started bleeding loads. So we had to just chuck loads of bandages on his head, and we had to take the specimens. There's not much else he could do. He stitched him up a little bit, but there's not much he could do because it was too huge. The whole side of the face was gone. It looked like cancer. Aggressive, and I mean aggressive skin cancer, like it spread imagine my hand, all his ear was falling off. It absolutely stank, and I felt so sorry for the guy. Oh man, he was suffering. And I was looking, I thought, my God, you've not got long. I didn't think he had long. But we did our best. We cleaned him up, we bandaged the area, we took the specimens, but it just don't fucking hell, you know. One, it made me feel sad. But it made me feel grateful. Thinking, oh my God, I'm healthy, for fuck's sake. Some people have got shit lives, man. Some people are going through hell. They really are. And I think I might be wrong because I'm not a doctor, but it didn't look well. He was older, and it looked aggressive. It was infected. It was huge. Oh, it was bad. And there's not much we could have done at that time other than get the specimens and check. They go to histology, then they get checked in the pathology labs, don't they? They get checked, they get analysed to see if they're carcinogenic, if they're aggressive, if they're basically checking if it's cancer. And I think I'd assume, I could be wrong, I'd assume it was, and I'd assume it was too far gone. But it puts things into perspective. It reignites the meaning. Also, it's like thinking, I think sometimes, oh my God, I'm part of a team that's trying to help people. These people really need our help, and I'm part of a team that helps people, and there's some reward in that. And sometimes you forget these things. You forget these things. You take things for granted. And we moan, don't we? I moan sometimes, like, oh God, this is boring. It's raining. I'm tired. I can't be arsed. I've done this all week. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of that. But sometimes it's good to reignite your meaning and change your perspective, change your outlook. Fucking think, you know what? I get to go to work. I get to do this. I'm healthy. I used to, oh God. Anyway, I'll go back to the comments. One moment, guys. Sorry. Taking my time. Jackson Pritt. Hello, Jackson. How you doing? All right, mate. It's Jackson Pritt from Blackburn. Yeah, I remember you, Jackson. How are you doing? You're right. God, you don't live far away from me at all. My dad died on September 11th, so I'm so sorry, Jackson, man. Fuck. I'm really, really, really sorry to hear that. Sorry, Jackson. Not long ago, so really bad at my life at the minute. I'm sorry, mate. That's all I can say. I'm really fucking sorry. I can only imagine how painful that must be. I bet it's not easy. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the words here, Jackson, mate. All I'm going to say is sending you love and respect. If you ever want to talk, you can talk on here. And I don't have all the answers. I fucking wish I did, man, but I don't. But a problem shared is a problem halved sometimes. And I emphasize with your fucking suffering. And God, I don't know what to say, mate. Fucking hell. I don't know if this is any fucking help at all or what, but I do believe there's another side, Jackson. I really do. I do believe there's another side. And I don't know. I don't want to say anything out of turn at all. I don't want to sound like a dick, by the way. I don't want to sound like a dick. But I just think he'd want you to live your life the best you can. He'd want you to live your life the best. He'd want you to live your life the best you can. I'd say that. And I know it's not easy. That's something that I'm really scared of, by the way, Jackson. That shits me up. Sorry, mate. I'm really sorry. So Heavy saying that's sad then. You think just how lucky I am to be healed. Yeah. Condolences to Jackson. Yeah, absolutely. I do. Sorry, guys. I do believe there's another side, you know. You might think I'm weird, but I do. I really, really, really do. I think there's another side, man. I really do. That's what I believe. Not everyone's going to believe that, of course. I think, yep. I think this school of life is very difficult. There's a lot of suffering. It's not fucking easy. Really fucking hard sometimes, especially with grieving. It's one of the hardest challenges. Let's say that. That's to say the least. Thoughts. Suki saying the thoughts are with you as well. Hibby saying, Jackson, all will well. Grief can be painful. I'm so sorry to hear your loss. Absolutely. Jackson saying, thanks. I'm trying my hardest, but it's definitely not easy. No, it's a processing that. I think time's the greatest healer, as they say, but I don't know with regards to grief. It can be some people think, oh, you can grieve for a month or 2 months. I think that's ridiculous. It could be grieving for maybe all your life, but I'm not saying you're going to be grieving all your life, but there's always going to be a bit of grief there at some point. I think grief can last a long time sometimes. Sorry, I'm not trying to sound horrible or anything. And Jackson, definitely, I've experienced things since. That gives you hope. Jackson, I've experienced so many things with spirits and things like that. I know it sounds fucking mad to some people, but I really, really have. And in my head, I just know there's another side. I know there's another side, and it gives me hope, and it gives me it helps with the meaning. It reignites meaning. Fucking hell, it's on topic with that, isn't it? What I've just put above there. And at some point you'll see them again. And they're, I don't know, I think they're with us all the time. I think they see us all the time. Hibby's saying, it's never easy, but I believe there's nothing ever truly goes away. He's probably watching over you. Yes, fucking Hibby, I agree. I really fucking agree. I really agree. Jackson's then saying he's been back since I'm 100% certain. Yeah. Yep. And what will he want for you? Jackson, what will he want for you? He want you to live your life. He want you to be happy. And he'll want you to live your life and be the best person you can. That's what he'll want. Absolutely. Hibby saying, I believe there's another side as well. I've experienced it. I've seen apparitions. I've felt things. I've seen things. I've actually physically seen things. I'm not fucking joking. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm being genuinely honest here. Fucking, I've seen shit. Fuck me. So much stuff I've seen, and so much things I've sensed. So many times. So yes. And the worst case scenario, right? The worst fucking case scenario is you die. That's it. The end. Like, no. That's the worst case scenario. But I just know there's another side. Anyway, I'll carry on. Sorry. Hibby saying, I wrote a poem. I don't mourn anymore. Can you share that, Hibby? No pressure. Sorry. Don't want to put any pressure on you. But if you can, that'd be lovely. But if you don't want to, it's fine. Jackson's saying, yeah, years, I think. I've had, years, I think. I have, and he did too. Okay. Hibby's saying, I've never, but I'd like to hear about your encounters. Jackson's saying, I have too, mate. Yeah. What are my encounters? God, I remember being a young kid. My first encounters when I was like 3 years old, 4 years old, and I'd see spirits, and I was young as fuck, for God's sake, and I'd see like ghostly faces, figures in my room, in my bedroom, and I'd try and attack them with my sword as a kid. Anyway, long story short, I remember telling my teachers about it. I was a little kid, and they just like they probably thought, "Oh, shut up, you little dickhead! Go away, you little dickhead." They didn't say that, but that's what they did. Anyway, nothing happened for a while, and then I think what experiences have I had? I remember lying in bed, honest to God, and it sometimes happens now. If I meditate or I'm led in bed and I welcome that in, it happens, and I can close my eyes. It sounds fucking mental. I'll get like imagine seeing smoke, but it'll be like faces that I'll see that will come across with my eyes closed, and then I'll get like a sensate, like goosebump feeling on my skin. At my mum and dad's house, which is in Darwin, you'll know that, Jackson, up Whitehall in Darwin. You might know the area. There's a good, God, I remember lying down and then I'd see an apparition come past me like that of a woman. What else have I seen? I remember being in that house as well, because it's haunted. Mum and dad's house is haunted. I was in the kitchen and I just remember seeing a full loaf of bread, and it was on the counter. There was no wind or anything, and it just dropped on the floor. God, another one. I was on holiday and I saw, God, sorry, I sound crazy, don't I? It might sound crazy. And I saw there was a painting on the wall, and then I just woke up and I saw a man in black, a small man in black, looking at the painting. I saw him, and I just stared at him. And he was looking at the painting, side on to me. And then I told my partner, and she said, "Oh yeah, that painting was made by the guy that you're describing." So yeah, there's some of my experiences. But I get goosebumps sometimes, so I sense things. I've seen a lot of things. God, what else have I seen? Sorry, I'm going on too much here. Basically, I've seen shadow people. Have you heard of shadow people? where I'd see like a really tall figure with a cap hat on, like an old-fashioned hat, big hat, really tall, like stood next to me in my bed. That was fucked up. God. I've sensed a lot of these things before. I was a bit scared of it at one point when I was younger, but now I'm not scared of it. Like, should be more scared of the living than the dead, in my opinion. It doesn't scare me. It just gives me hope in a way. Anyway, I'll go back to the comments. Hibby saying Angry Will Jackson. Sorry, just catching up with the comments. I'd love to, but I can't at the moment. I will share once I get feedback from the submissions team. No worries, Hibby. You don't need to do anything. Sorry to ask you. I didn't mean to put you under any pressure there. Just gonna have a sip of water. Anyway, as I was saying, how to reignite meaning. I've gone off on a tangent. It's all good. What time are we on now? It's nearly 10 o'clock. Micro challenges. Set tiny personal missions that add purpose. Little challenges like, I'm going to go to the gym today. I'm going to do an extra bit of a workout today. I'm going to try and lift a bit more weight today. Any little thing, man, to get through the monotony of life. Looking for something to push you. Something that you need to work on. Maybe it's learning a new language. Maybe it's, I don't know, even cooking a meal. I know it sounds a bit boring, but there you go. Reconnect with curiosity. Be curious about things. Ask what's something I stopped noticing. I'll keep going. Rest differently. Sometimes monotony is a problem. Overstimulation is. Yeah, sometimes it could be. I'll end it with this one anyway. So monotony doesn't mean that your life is empty. Sometimes monotony is just, I don't know, it's just things like life's going okay. Sometimes life's going all right. It's not amazing. It's not shit. It's just average. That's okay sometimes. You're Batman. Hello, Batman. I can't understand that language, sorry. I don't understand it. No disrespect, but I don't understand English, so I don't understand that. Is it Arabic? Forgive me if I'm wrong. And then I've got Iran as well. Sorry, I don't understand that either, Iran. Hope that you're okay, though. Sending love and respect, always. My name is Brad, by the way. But unfortunately, I can't speak that language, so I have no idea what you've just written. So monotony doesn't mean that your life is empty. Does it, fuck? It means you've been invited to see again. The beauty isn't gone. It's just stopped. You've just stopped noticing it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go to open chat for a while. I think I've been doing for the majority of this live anyway. It's all good. Translate. And again, I don't know what that means. It's the same word over and over again, isn't it? I'm not able to translate that, by the way. I don't have to, I just don't know that language. And that's the way it is. Right, okay. You're Billie Eilish. I don't know where we're going with this fucking shit. Fucking hell, lad. You're Billie Eilish. We're going with Billie Eilish now. And the same word again, but in Arabic. Or whatever it is. I might even be wrong. So yeah, let me go back to speaking about spirits and things like that. It's interesting. Yep. I think all religions point to the same thing as well. Now we've got God. God is Sanders title. all of them. What's God, in my opinion? Fuck me, I'm going on a bit now. I think God is in all of us. God is energy, basically. It's all energy. I think all religions point to the same thing, to the source. Not one religion's better than the other. Religions can be a good thing, give us your hope and whatever else. But anyway, that's all I've got to say on that. What we're doing this week, it's Monday now. I'm going to, I usually do lives on a Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. However, I won't be doing it this week because I'm going to Edinburgh. I'm watching Scotland against USA Rugby Union at Murrayfield. Obviously, I've got an England top on. I like Rugby Union. I like watching rugby. But I'm watching Scotland. Even though I'm an English fan, I won't be wearing this, that's for sure. But it's nice to go to Edinburgh. It's nice to go to a sporting event. It's nice to go and do those types of things sometimes. Have something to look forward to, so to say. I've gotten to open chat, of course. I have been talking about monotony, but the psychology of monotony, but now I'm just going to chill for a bit, see if anyone wants to chat, and if they don't, that's fine. It's good to be in the silence sometimes. It's all good. It's all good. I think it's getting on a bit now, isn't it? I'm going to talk about myself a little bit. I might as well keep the communication going. Yep. So what am I doing this week? Fucking hell. I'll tell you anyway. I don't even really want to know. I'm going to be fasting every day, but only for like 20 hours, 24 hours. And then I'm going to eat one meal a day. That's what I'm doing. Eating one meal a day. Fasting during the day. Cold shower in the morning. Wim Hof breathing in the morning. And I feel amazing doing it. So I'm going to keep doing that. And then in a couple of weeks, I'm going to Croatia. I'm going on holiday. I look forward to it. I'm going on holiday soon. I'm going on holiday on the 7th of November. I'm going to Croatia for 2 weeks. I'm going to be creating some really good content there. I'm going to experiment with things. I'm going to be walking around Split in Croatia. I'm going to be walking around the old city. I'm going to be walking around. I'm just going to be just being a tourist, basically. I'm going to explore parts of Croatia. I'm going to be doing live vlogs in Croatia. I'm going to be creating a lot more content then because I won't be working. I'll be on holiday. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's from the 7th of November, of course. God, yeah, I've got a story. I once met him. Basically, I was working on the wards. I was a student. And I came across an older guy, retired. He wasn't very well. He wasn't very healthy. And we were complaining. We were fucking mourning because it was shit. We were mourning because it wasn't. We were mourning about the job that we were doing. We were complaining. He was hearing what we were saying. I remember him saying, "Oh, you should count yourself lucky. You get to go to work. I can't work anymore. I can't do anything anymore. I'm too old. My body's fucked." He said, "My body's fucked. I can't even go to work anymore, and I wish I could." He said, "You don't realise how lucky you are." This is what this old guy said to me, and I thought, do you know what? I stopped complaining right then. I thought, oh shit, he's right. I thought he's right. I know it might sound sad, but I get to go to work. I get to go. Should appreciate what we have. That's what I'm trying to say. Not trying to brag or anything. Just simple appreciation. I think I'm going to unwind a little bit now. I need to go to bed. I need to go to sleep. I'm working at the hospital tomorrow. I'm doing 8 until 9. 8 in the morning till 9 at night. I'm working, fucking hell. I'm working with hips and knees. So I'll be scrubbing for hip replacements, knee replacements. And that's from 8 until 6. And then from 6 till 9, I'm working with foot replacements. Sounds a bit foot replacements. I'm talking shit. Foot, basically, people who fractured their feet, they'll be getting plates put in place. And that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Anyway. So you can say, no, that sounds like a long day. Yeah, it's 8 till 9, Zuki. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of them, if I'm honest. I'm like, ooh, goody, I get to do 8 till 9. I've got to do it though, man. Got to do it. Yeah, it's a long day. I hope that Jackson's okay as well. I just do. Sorry, Jackson, mate. I don't know if you're still there or not, but I hope you're all right, mate. I'm sorry if I've maybe over-elaborated a bit, but I hope you're okay. Just keep going, man. Just keep fucking going the best you can. It's okay. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to not, going through the motions of it. Going through the motions of it, one step at a time, one day at a time. You'll get through it. You'll get through it. You'll get fucking through it. And if you ever need if anyone needs ever to speak about anything, anyone that is ever upset, fucking hell, if I'm live, whatever, I don't mind, share your problems. I'll at least listen to you. I might not be able to have all the answers, but I'll at least listen to what you've got to say and emphasize with what you've got to say. Sometimes that's the best you can do, just listen to somebody. And so that they can at least someone then feels heard and maybe they feel understood. Maybe you can never, sometimes you can't understand people completely, but you can understand them to an extent, can't you, at the very least? And that can be help. Every little bit helps, doesn't it, sometimes? Suki saying, those hours remind me of my old waitering bartending job. That's hard work as well, Zuki. Bartend, that's hard. I've done it. Where did you do that? That's hard work. That's graft, innit? I remember doing it. Long days, late nights. Sometimes then I'd be back in the morning. I remember working for Weatherspoons in Blackburn. Fucking, it was shit. Oh, hard work. I'm really sorry, guys. I need to go. I need to go to sleep. I've gone too far. Thank you for anyone that's watched. It's been a bit of a random one today. But thanks for all your contributions. It's been really good, really interesting. Some of it's been funny as well, which is a positive thing. Let me just read this before I go, actually, Zuki. One moment. You're saying it was a hotel in Wales in a tourist hotspot area. We had hundreds of walk-ins during the summer high peak. Yeah, endless, I can imagine. You get good tips or sometimes, I'm assuming, if you get decent people. Zuki saying thanks to you. Thanks to you, Brad. Thanks to you as well, Zuki. Of course, appreciate you a lot. Sending love and respect back to you, Zuki. Sending you love, respect, and healing back to you. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. I don't know when my next live's going to be. Understaffed. Everywhere's understaffed. Yep. Fucking hell, I know that one very well. Zuki. Hospitality as well. It's not always the best pay. It's very hard work. It's not always the best pay either, is it? In my opinion, I've done it. Have a fun time on Sunday. Thanks, Zuki. I'll try my best. I won't be live on Sunday, but I'll try and be live again at some point this week if I can. I'll do my best. Yeah, Saturday is when I'm going to the rugby, but I won't be back till Sunday afternoon. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Sending love, respect, and healing. Okay. Just keep going. Do the best you can. Yeah, so thank you for your time. Hopefully I'll see you all again soon. And that's it for today. That's it for tonight. So good night. God bless. And hopefully see you again soon.